Okay. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, we haven't seen you guys in a while. We've been a bit busy.
Yeah, we've had some Saturday work days, and here, so usually you don't work on Saturdays, but every once in a while you'll have something. Like I had sports day, he had sports day.
I had a sports day. I had like a parent-teacher day where parents came to school on a Saturday and observed the classrooms.
Yeah.
So we've worked Saturdays, so it's almost been a month, and this is our first weekend we don't have to work.
Right.
So
today's video isn't on one specific topic. We actually got two questions in the comments that we felt needed a little bit more time dedicated to them, so we thought a video would be the best way to do it.
Yes.
So here we go.
Yes.
The first question.
First question is by Kat S. If you get hired through a teaching company, will they provide you an apartment? Which they typically do, is her wording. They do provide us with a chance to get apartments, but they don't actually provide the apartment. They have a contract with another company who has different apartments. For example, we go through Leo Palace, so we got introduced to people who work with those, and that's how we got our apartments with Leo Palace.
Right.
But Borderlink really doesn't do anything regarding that. They just show us like, hey, this person does this. They'll help you out.
Right.
Kind of.
Because Borderlink is an ALT company. They're not, some kind of realtor company. They don't have actual places. So yeah, all they can do is point you in the right direction and help you with that.
And when you do that, they'll pretty much get you a place in your town or like 30 minutes away by bike or something like that. Something reasonable. So when we got ours, I think we were offered more than one situation. You got to choose where you want to live in your town. So we just picked one of those.
Yeah.
And then to continue on her question is, can you opt out of those and find your own? You are able to do that. I know of two people that did opt out and find their own, but they actually have already connections within the country, so they were able to ask, hey, can you help me out finding an apartment or whatever?
Right.
So that's how they got theirs. But for the most part,
the best way would be to, I think, do it with the company, whoever they recommend, just because Japanese, I guess, housing companies, like apartment owners, they don't often rent to foreigners, just because
they're just not foreigner friendly for whatever reason.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the language. Also because you're coming to a country maybe for the first time, a new country. You don't have any credit history here. You don't have any past employment history here or anything to back up your worthiness. And so they're skeptical, and that's why sometimes you need a middleman to help you out.
So we're a bit untrustworthy in that sense because we don't have any kind of roots in this country. So I can see why they probably wouldn't want to deal with us because, we might just leave in 3 months and not pay for the full contract of a year or whatever.
Yeah, and they have absolutely no way of getting it back because we could just flee the country.
Yeah, but that's a whole different video because we haven't even really experienced that.
Yeah. So, and did she ask about...
and her last question is if companies that you get hired through, do they pay a portion of your rent?
Yeah. And our company does not pay a portion of your rent. I think most of the smaller companies like Borderlink, JoyTalk, those companies, they probably won't pay any percentage. Maybe a really nice company like Jet will pay part of it. I don't think that they pay all of it. So there will still be some burden on you. Yeah,
so don't expect free rent, or even 90% of most companies are probably not going to even pay a penny towards your rent. So just really go with the mindset of you're paying for the whole rent.
Yeah.
Which is not really that bad.
So yeah, that's the first question. And then the next question. The next question is from Leah Rutherford. She and her boyfriend are thinking of becoming ALTs and coming to Japan. And she wants to know if it's possible to be placed in the same city, if the company, what an ALT company will do to help out with that.
Yeah.
And do you want to start us off?
Sure. Well, the short answer is yes, they can really, they'll try their best to place you in a situation where you can both live together. But really the long answer is going to come down to you personally.
The company didn't place us in the same cities to work. Yeah. That's what he's explaining, is that while the company will try really hard to place you near each other, they're not going to place you in the same city to teach.
Yeah.
And part of that is because they're going to treat you like individuals, and they're going to try to place you in a city, in a school, based on your qualifications, your experience, and your personality. Yeah. So sometimes it doesn't work well to put two people in the same city. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And so in our situation, they put us in two different cities to work, and they looked for an apartment for us that was kind of in the middle, and the commute living in the middle and commuting just wasn't going to work out for us. It was just too much hassle.
Yeah. For example, when we came, we knew two other couples during training, and one couple was given almost the same situation as us, pretty much the exact same actually.
Right.
And we chose not to take it just because, just to give you like a breakdown of it, let's say the apartment from where we'll be living was like 5 minutes away from the train station. So we have to commute 5 minutes to the train. And then we need to pay, who knows how much per month to take the train to go to work. So to my town A, it's about 35 minutes by train, and for you it would have been how much?
By train, about 40 minutes.
So yeah, 40 minutes for her, 30 minutes for me, plus the commute to walk, so it's like 35, 45. And then that's just to arrive into your town where you're gonna teach. So your school could be really far away from the train station, so then you might have to bike or walk or take a bus. Mm-hmm. So that's just more time being added, more expenses being added. And we felt like the burden was not going to be beneficial for us.
Yeah.
So, what time did they have to wake up? The couple that did choose to do it?
Yeah, there's a couple that did choose to do it. They would have to get up at like 5 or 5:30 every day, and they'd get home much later than everybody else because they had to commute.
Yeah.
And
now, since we don't do it, I get to wake up at 7 o'clock instead of the 5 o'clock that they do,
Mm-hmm.
So I personally felt like it was the better option,
Right.
So, but if you feel like you and your boyfriend or girlfriend can do it, and you are given the option to do it, then do it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing it or not doing it. But it really comes down, the real answer really comes down to you if you want to put forth the effort and the time to do all that.
Yeah, you can make it work. Once again, returning to the company, if it's a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, I wouldn't get your hopes up. It's troublesome to have to not only find a good placement for you, like a good school and a school that will work well with you, and also have to find a good school in the same area for somebody else. Like, that's just like not part of their job, so they're probably not going to try as hard as if you were married. So maybe if you're married, they might try a little harder. Even so, that's not their main job. Their main job is finding ALTs for schools.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get your hopes up too much. If coming to Japan is something that you really want to do, to teach because you like the culture, because you want to learn more about Japan, then do it. But if you want to do it just so that you get to live with your boyfriend and girlfriend, I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.